Well, good morning and welcome to Joy on the Land with Rufus. I am Rufus and I am in one of my greenhouses celebrating the end of April. Hard to believe, but we've been gardening now for 2.5 months and we just started harvesting all kinds of good stuff for our first CSA delivery that happened last week. Anyway, I said I was gonna give you guys a garden tour and I was gonna do that last week, but man, it was nasty out. I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the last week, but we had a couple inches of snow on the ground and things were a little bit chilly and the wind was whipping just non-stop. Curse you, wind. Right? No, I mean, I love you, wind. I love you, wind. There's nothing like lounging in your gardens. Well, I want to show you one of my favorite springtime crops, and that's our salad mix. You can kind of just barely see it here. So this salad mix actually had sprouted and was already showing above ground growth when it snowed. And as you can tell, it is doing just fine. This is a particular blend that I get from High Mowing Seed. It's the Yankee Extra Hardy blend. These greens have been bred and mixed together for optimal winter and or spring, fall, cool weather growth. Let's pop over to the other field and check out a few other plantings we got going on. Here's another good one behind me. And of course, that is garlic. Garlic is one that we typically plant in October of the year before, so it is extremely cold hardy, and the bulb itself just sits in the ground over winter. It's one of the first things that pops up, kind of similar to chives, but as you can see from last week's video shot, it was buried up to the tippy tops of its growth. Not sure what that one was. Well, there you have it for the outdoor stuff. Let's go take a look at what we got going on inside the greenhouses. I started planting in the greenhouses in mid-February, so they're quite a ways further along. That's what life looks like on the inside of the greenhouse. It's earning its name right now. It is green as can be in here, and compared to the outdoor turnip planting, check out the ones I've got going on in here. So this is actually my second planting of turnips. My first ones are even further along, and actually we're going to start picking them next week. But the ones that are outside, that'll be the last ones I plant for the spring, and then we'll come back to them in the fall again. The flavor is just not there, and they're harder to maintain. Clearly, you can see right now we don't have any bug pressure. Basically, we've got a few holes in the leaves, but really those leaves are beautiful, considering we don't do any, we haven't sprayed or anything. Let me taste to see if it's okay. Prior to growing these salad turnips, I gotta be honest, I was not a fan of turnips, but man, these little salad turnips are so good, especially when you get them in the right season. Got another cool one that I started growing last year that I really enjoyed, and it's coming along really nice, and that's Napa cabbage. It's coming along really nice, starting to head up. That'll probably be ready in about 2 weeks. Let's go take a look at our transplants, the stuff that we've got on the tables that, eventually we're gonna bring outdoors. As you can see behind me, the tables are full. Let's go take a look at our strawberry plants. That's kind of a fun little experiment we've been doing this year. I actually pulled up these strawberries from in the greenhouse. Gosh, that was in February, and planted them into these trays, or into these rain gutters. This one didn't make it. That's okay. I got plenty more extra runners over there. Matter of fact, I just put in a couple extras here. So my plan is to go through now that it's getting warmer and pull out all the ones that didn't make it and put new ones in. I've got a field outside too full of strawberries that I can fill in. And it seems like the ones that I planted a couple days ago are taking really nice and doing good. I got a few flowers here. I know I'm supposed to be pinching those flowers off, and I have done a few, but the strawberry lover in me can't pinch them all. I need a few strawberries at least out of this crop, so I'm gonna leave a few go. Gotta have my strawberries. Got all kinds of onions here ready to go. Okay, here's another fun little experiment. I've got sweet potatoes planted here, and I'm growing these for the slips. I did this last year and it worked great. The only issue I ran into last year was that I planted them outside way too late, and so that was challenging for getting a real good crop. But other than that though, this process worked really well. Let's see if we've got anything growing. They've been in here for about a week or so. I'm not sure. It looks like there might be something starting right here. Oh yes, tomatoes. Got some sunflowers. More sunflowers. Joy's favorite, okra. She really doesn't like okra. Cucumbers here. Peppers and tomatoes. More peppers just starting. Got some parsley that's starting to pop. Here's a cool one behind me. These are red potatoes. So I planted those actually in beginning of February, I think. And you know, they pretty much sat in the ground, didn't do anything, and then about 2 weeks ago they finally started taking off. So I'm excited for new red potatoes. That'll be delicioso. All right, well, that's what I got. That's our garden so far. I hope you all have a wonderful end to April. You know what they say, April showers, whether they're snow or they're rain, mean May flowers. Eat your greens, everybody. You are what you eat, so eat your greens.